Hey guys, we are back here with another Triumph Rips Pokemon pack opening, guys. We've made some good money recently, whether it's through value of the polls, whether it's that Giovanni PSA slab, or whether we're just talking about actual just good cards like Steelix Full Arts and Piplup special illustrator cards. So we've done pretty well, whether we made money or valuable cards. So we're going to continue playing, guys. And if we don't really make our money back, we'll probably move on from this. But we've been doing pretty good recently, so I want to continue this series, as long as we're making some profits, guys. So we're going to keep doing the max odds $1 pack. That seems to be doing pretty well for us, guys. And I know we spend a lot of time just kind of opening up the packs and just kind of hoping and praying. Ooh, we got a grail on the first turn. What did we get? A Vanillite special illustrated card, probably $6-7. Okay, wow, $9, guys, and that was the first card we pulled today. So yeah, that's pretty good. We're gonna put that in the vault, guys. That's a pretty good start, guys. But we're gonna as we play, because there's a lot of wasted time here. Let's talk about some stuff that we can talk about while we play. So Pokemon Wind and Waves, guys. I've had a chance to watch that trailer many times, and I want to hear what you guys all think about Pokemon Wind and Waves down below. I, for one, am pretty excited for it. The water physics in the game actually looks very nice. I'm very much a fan of that. So I think the water physics and the beauty of the water, I think it's going to be very, very nice. I think it's going to be a huge graphical improvement over previous games, right? That's what I think, in my opinion. The graphics look a lot better. The starting Pokemon also look pretty good. Brawlette, Poundbon and Jequat. Yeah, these names are weird, bro. These names are weird. But, I'm probably going to go with the fire guy, which is the, what's the fire guy's name? Poundbon, right? Yeah, Poundbon. He looks like the best one of the three. I'm going to probably go with him. He looks pretty cool. So, yeah, let me know down below what you guys think. But that seems to be the consensus, too. About 25 Pokemon were discovered so far in the trailer. Mostly Gen 1. Which is nice. I love Gen 1 in the boat. I mean, who doesn't love Gen 1? You can't, even if you didn't grow up with Gen 1, you have to admit Gen 1 was the best. You really can't say it otherwise. So, that's pretty cool. So besides that, guys, I mean, there's a lot of other interesting things. Like, it seems like it's more of an open world game, kind of like the past Scarlet and Violet. But the graphical fidelity looks a lot better, though, than Scarlet and Violet. So they do a great job there compared to, that game. Sword and Shield, too. Sword and Shield wasn't quite as open world, but that one, I never played that one. I didn't play Scarlet or Violet either, to be honest. So this would be my first foray back into the franchise in a long time. Since X and Y. That was the last time I played, was X and Y. So this will be the first time in a long time. And I'm pretty excited to get back in, So, I'm hoping that the games look as good as those trailers indicate. But so far, I would have to say, I think we're going to be surprised by how good the game is. Game Freak seems to be working on this game for a long time. And, I'm very excited, guys. And back to what we're doing here for a sec, guys. Oh, my God. Doing so bad. Okay, we're gonna get a $1 full art card, which is nice, 99 cents. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold on to that, but it's nice to get those little $1 cards like that. It's basically them taking pity on you because your luck is so bad. Oh my God, my luck's been so bad right now. Just being honest with you guys. But back to what we were talking about. Yeah, the Wind and Waves look great. The differences between the two games, probably just, which Pokemon you're going to find where. That's usually what they do. There's not much. Maybe the Legendary will be different. I am curious what the Legendary is going to be this time around. It seems like, the Legends this time around are going to be something related to, to the water and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of Sun and Moon, right? It's a little bit like Sun and Moon, actually. But, what can you do? So, yeah, I just burned $20, guys, and I don't have too much to show for it. You see the Giovanni's Charisma card that I shipped. We're going to sell this card, guys. We're going to keep playing. But, yeah, if we lose here, this will be it, guys. I'll be done with Triumph, and then we're going to probably play a different app and things that are a little bit, different. Just, I want to mix it up. You don't want to always do the same, content over and over. I just kept playing because I can't make it money. But it seems like the game is ready to take all my money back because I've kind of got ahead on them a little bit. Yeah, this is not going to end well for me. But what can you do? You can't always win. Ooh, a Growl. Come on, give me something spicy. Ooh, a Simpor. $8. Okay, I actually like the way it looks. It's stage 2 Pokemon, but it doesn't excite me very much. We're gonna sell that too. It just doesn't excite me, guys. I want something better. Okay, we got another Grail. Ooh, wow. Now that one has value. Only $6, guys. I mean, I have to say, it's Gardevoir. You have its trainer too, one of his more famous trainers. I mean, okay, so our luck is turning around, guys. We are going to sell it, guys. Yeah, I want something closer to $20 in value. Maybe that's a little bit greedy of me, but what can you do? So all of a sudden, my luck has turned around. You never know with Triumph pulls, man. They always keep you hooked. They know how to keep you hooked in there. I have to say, they do a great job. They're definitely the best app for what we're talking about here, guys. Yeah. So we can also talk about Pokepia, whatever that game is. It came out. I know a lot of people are saying it's amazing, blah blah blah. I can tell you firsthand right now. I haven't played the game, so maybe it's not firsthand. But let me just say now, I'm never buying that game, guys. I don't care what anybody says. It looks stupid. It's for kids. Let's be honest. If you're a kid, you want to play Animal Crossing. If you're a girl, maybe, and you like that type of stuff, fine. I could see why maybe you would have some appreciation. But bro, I'm not playing that garbage. It looks like complete hot trash to me. That's just my opinion. Say it as you wish, but I just don't see enough value for me, at least, as somebody who's more of a hardcore Pokemon fan, which, for many years now, we've been kind of screwed there, right? When was the last time there was a good hardcore Pokemon game? But, that's still what I consider myself to be, so. But I do think Wind and Wave is going in the right direction, though, so let me just say that now. Come on. Yeah, like I told you, this game will definitely penalize you for greed. So, something to keep in mind, guys. So, in terms of the Pokemon that were announced, we can go over a couple while we kind of do this and waste time. So, we got Pikachu, Oddish, Gloom, we got Krabby, Tankler, Ladybug, Ledian, Slugma, Corsola, Tailo, Wingull, Wailmer, Wailord as well, Duskull, Tropius, we saw Tropius there, Carnivine from Gen 4, Lumineon, Tympole Gen 5, Phyllis Gen 5, Dynamo, Marinine, Toxapex, Sandygast, and then Slizapest and Nimble. Those guys are the later series. I don't know them as well. So those are the Pokemon that were announced. Oh boy, we're getting pretty low here in funds. Goddamn. Yeah, it's not looking good for me, I have to say. Not looking good for me, boys. Okay, we got a Grail. A double Grail. Ooh, a Garganacl. That one I know. Only $2. I have to say, that card actually looks very cool. I love the style of it. But there's not enough value, though, for me to be excited. So we're going to have to keep playing. Garganacl is a cool Pokemon. I don't even like the Pokemon that much, but just the name. Garganacl. Who comes up with these freaking names, man? I keep thinking of the Pokemon Cypher. I'm gonna Garganacl, I'm gonna gargle after, or whatever the hell you were talking about in that Pokemon Cypher from Mr. Motherfucker himself, Shofu. If you know Shofu, he's a cool guy. Ooh, a Grail, come on, something juicy. Hoo-hoo, that's not gonna be worth that much. $5, we're selling that stuff right away. Do you imagine I pull some crazy Grail and I just make all my money back at the last minute? Dude, that would be nice. That would be really nice. We're going to keep playing, guys. It's getting more tense, though, as we get closer and closer to being out of money, man. You gotta, this is dramatic, guys. This is dramatic here. We're going to really cut it down to the wire. I swear, man, every card I miss on really makes me regret my greed sometimes, It's not good to be greedy, man. I'm going to say that now. Let this be a lesson. I could have been pretty close to even at one point. I think I had like $18, not too long ago. And then I, went all the way down to now we're at $1, right? $1.81. So, yeah, we're going to spray and pray here. Come on. Nah. Alright, so the game kind of got even with me. Obviously I took some money for them last time with that Grail, with the PSA card. I was feeling lucky today, but unfortunately, this is where the road ends for me in Triumph. So this is going to be it for Triumph, guys. I hope you enjoyed this series. We're going to move on to other companies, other packs. I'm kind of sick of paying $20 a day to play this. It adds up after a while. So it'd be nice to kind of move on and do something else. Really, what this game should teach you is don't be greedy. Let the when you get cards and stuff, maybe sometimes just sell, even if you don't make all your money back or profit or whatever. Maybe you should just sell because you can get most of your money back and stuff like that. So it teaches you a valuable lesson. This is a valuable lesson I've learned here, to not be so damn greedy all the time. So yeah, you can't win them all. It is gambling in the end. So just remember that. Thank you and bye.